And the fishing in this game are very, very cute.
I ain't no such thing.
Prospective new partner, if he likes us.
Liking ain't the problem. Trusting is, as I said. Keep your voices down. I don't want my boss hearing. This is a sideline.
This guy here is Seamus. I hate Seamus with every part of my body. I think he's a cunt, and I wish he knew more about how much of a cunt he is.
Listen, he's rough and ready and quick with his tongue, but I swear you can trust him and trust me.
I'm an old man.
You're not old, Seamus.
I'm old enough. And you know I ain't dead.
You don't trust idiots.
Exactly.
We're not idiots. Let us prove it to you.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
Arthur.
Old Bob Crawford and his boys just bought a beautiful stolen stagecoach from upstate. It's in their barn.
But yeah, no, I don't like Seamus here very much. He's a bit of an asshole.
Take out your competition.
No, I'll skip this cutscene. There are some cutscenes I'll let play. And honestly, the reason I let that one play on as long as it did was I was taking a drink and using my vape, yet again, Vape Nation breath. Blow them sick clouds, other things related to that culture. I really don't get it. I just got tired of all my shit smelling like cigarette smoke. Hosea here's awesome. I love Hosea, and his horse is very pretty. The whole mixed coat. It's sad that as a man from Kentucky, I can't describe it more accurately. But, you know, that's the way it works.
And that's why he's perfect. He won't cause us any problems. A safe spot to fence wagons and coaches, that's easy.
These kinds of missions where they have you riding your horse for a long period of time are the best because they're a great way to just grind out a horse bond. If you click in the left thumbstick, yeah, left, round about every 5 seconds, you can pat your horse, and that'll boost your horse bond and that kind of shit. Nope. One of my favorite things in this game, especially when I get to the end game and stuff and I can start fucking around, is just, it's always beautiful to watch your horse run into something at high speeds, especially if you can set it up right so your horse hits it like right at horse chest level, and it, like, your horse stops but your body keeps going. It is a beautiful thing.
Let's see what we're dealing with. Come on.
Oh yeah, what's going on here, Hosea? What are we doing? How's it gonna go down? I mean, I know how this is gonna go down because I've got the greatest power of any video game protagonist ever, which is the ability to know the past, present, and future.
Stagecoach has to be in there.
Cause you know, Undertale was an incredible game with an incredible mechanic, which is that you know, determination. Also, spoilers for Undertale if you've never played that, suck it up, get ready for it. But the fact that the Undertale world very specifically acknowledges your ability to save and reload the game is fascinating. But every time you think about it, the Master Chief isn't a super soldier. The Master Chief has the magical power of reloading reality. He dies all the fucking time. It's just the fact that every time he dies, he's like, oh, I know about that ambush now. Video game characters are dirty, filthy cheaters. Which is a fun way to look at it, because imagine if, like, every time in Halo you reloaded, Master Chief acknowledged the fact that he knew he died fucking 10 or 15 seconds ago. It would actually work out a lot better in any kind of game where you're, like, an ambush or something along those lines plays out, where your character is unaware of a oncoming nefarious action by another. But imagine if, like, oh, you get ambushed and you die the first time, and the next time your character, like, at the start of the ambush just pulls his gun and shoots the dude in front of him, and your allies are like, what are you doing? And you're like, no, they're seriously gonna ambush us here in a second. hey, it's a fascinating mechanic of this game, but if you're ever robbing somebody's house, it might be a good idea to close all the shit you open, because, remarkably, people notice when their drawers are all of a sudden all open. Yet again, this game does so much shit that you wouldn't even think about. It's such an intricate level of detail that it's fucking dumb. And the fact that you kick the bottom drawer of the, that shelfy thing closed, that's beautiful. No, I'm not gonna lean fucking all the way down there to fucking close that thing. No, use my foot. Rockstar's so good. Like, I understand some complaints about some of their games, and I especially understand any given complaint about a lot of their online-centered stuff. GTA Online is a blatant cash grab. At this point, Red Dead Online is a blatant cash grab. But the little bit of Red Dead Online that I've played, honestly, I kind of enjoy, because A, I'm never gonna spend a fucking red cent on it. I don't spend a lot of money on online games. I play Warframe a little bit, but I'm never gonna spend money on Warframe because I don't see the need to. If I like what the company's doing, I can play the, oh man, it's too grindy, you have to spend money. No, I've got infinite free time because I'm a bad person. I'll just play the video game. It takes too long to get anything. Well, that's if you value your time. Oh yeah, shit. Guess I'll close this before I fuck off. Man, I'll have to buy, like, a new game to stream at some point, because I'm sure people like watching you react more naturally. But then again, I think people will be grossly underwhelmed by what is my quote-unquote natural reactions. I'm not a very reactionary person. In my personal life, I'm a very subdued human being. I'm not inclined to overblown actions. I don't exclaim a lot, unless it's actually kind of orchestrated. Unless I know that shouting will get a reaction, I don't do it. So I'm not sure how that'll work. Not to mention that, like, I'm not personally a great big fan of horror games or that entire genre. I don't like being frightened, primarily because I'm a huge chicken shit. If anybody who knows me watches this, you know as well as I know that the day the zombie apocalypse rolls around, I'm gonna kick you in the shin and run away as fast as I possibly can. No, I'm a big fucking chicken. I'm the biggest chicken that's ever existed. I don't like being scared. And games like Outlast or what was the other? Amnesia was the other big horror series that predicated itself on an inability to truly defend yourselves. I would never be in that situation. If I walked into a spooky house and shit started going kind of wrong, I'd leave. I'd leave forever. It doesn't matter who's on the other end. I played through Red Dead, or not Red Dead, my bad. But I played through Resident Evil 7. And I'm sorry, if my wife or girlfriend or whatever disappeared for several years and then sent me an email saying, oh, this is where I am, but absolutely don't come looking for me, I'd call the cops and be like, hey cops, you should maybe look into that. Because I can't imagine that a fucking SWAT team would do any worse in Resident Evil 7 than you ever did. I actually bet a SWAT team would do way better. Wagons are fun in this game. Yeah, I really like the more or less independent physics between the coach, wagon, carriage itself, and the horses. I just wish they did a bit more with it. Like, I don't think there's a mission in the game where you're driving the coach and people are shooting off of or out of the coach, and it really matters that much. I think that would be a very interesting mission type where, yeah, I can shoot from my driver's position, but somebody else would be much better at it. There's no kind of mobile defense thing that the game does, and I think it would be very well intended for that type of thing. But yeah, that's just me. Hopefully I actually, not hopefully, I know they do include some of that stuff in Red Dead Online, but unfortunately right now Red Dead Online is a little bit bare. I played just enough of it to grind up to have some stuff that I wanted, and to take a look at what was left available to me and go, I'm aight. I don't need that. And also, anybody, whether you know me or do not know me, if you're watching this channel, expect as little multiplayer content as possible. My Dark Souls playthrough has featured a bit, but that's mainly because I've grown out of my cowardly phase of playing Dark Souls offline.
But competent. Here. Thank you.
If you find any other coaches that need selling, I'll see what I can offer you for them. But discreet, you know.
Of course.
The main issue is that I just don't like multiplayer games. I don't have a lot of fun with other people. Every time I include other people, their stuff gets in the way of my fun. I used to do a whole shitload of online gaming back in the Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, and hey, do you wanna get on the fucking horse?
Sure.
Yeah, sure, I'll ride with you, Jose. I don't care. But I used to do an absolute shitload of online gaming back in the Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 1. I played Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops. I never really played World at War. That's one of the ones I skipped, but I played Black Ops 1, and I played a whole shitload of Call of Duty back in the earlier days of it. And the problem I always had was, I was young, and I'll attribute a good bit to that, because certainly at my current age of 67 million years old, my reflexes are slowing. It's an inevitable fact of like past 24-ish, I think, for men. Your reflexes objectively start to slow. You're just not as quick as you used to be. But my biggest problem was, okay, I've always had this problem with this particular mission. I'll get back to my previous point in a moment, but loot everything. That means you must have to, like, if you're full up in an item, you must just have to use it and then take the thing anyway. And then fuck those time limit ones. But I always had a problem playing the older Call of Duties where I'm a Twitch gamer. I got good reflexes. I'm on the ball. I like to think of myself as a good video gamer. But when we end the match and I've got fucking 15-20 kills and 5 or 10 deaths and we still lose the game, I hate it, because I did well. I pulled my weight, and then some. But no, I had a bad time playing with other people, because whether or not you want to consider that an objective thing or not, but I thought I did better than other people, and there's no way to like reach through a screen and grab somebody and go, how do you not realize how bad you are at this game? And the thing that hurt me the most was the fact that a lot of people can go a high kill, low death ratio by sniping all the time. You park yourself in a corner of the map and you fucking take pot shots at bitches with a sniper rifle and they die in 1 or 2 hits, and you're never near a high enough conflict zone that people worry about going after you. Snipers get it. It's a rare map where a sniper can get consistent kills. There are certain, from any given, like, and I guess I'll preface this with going like proper sniping post. A proper sniping post has a few areas where they have a very good line of sight, but there's large swaths of the map where you can't see fucking dick all, and therefore you're completely inviolable. But I got consistently, more than consistently. What? Hold on. Actually, Uncle, if you don't pull your pants up, I will do it. Uncle. Just Uncle.
Well, he's cracked in the head, that one.
Well, yeah, he's not wrong. But like, snipers can consistently get positive ratios by want of they don't get enough kills to warrant a focused attention. If they're in a sniper spot that, okay, these 2 or 3 areas are under their line of fire, and let's even say 50% of their shots result in a kill, that's kind of fine. It's not worth sending a person over there to target them specifically in something like a team deathmatch game. Inevitably somebody will head that way anyway, so they'll die eventually, and it'll balance out more or less, not to mention things like counter sniping. But I ended up getting more than consistently. There were very few games where I ever ended up with a negative KD ratio, and I always ran pure stealth. Submachine guns, I was right in the thick of it. I was just quicker than people could expect, you know. Fucking, I want to be invisible to your radar. I want to be where you think I'm not, and hit you where you think I could never hit you. And when I've got 30 kills and 7 deaths and my team still loses, that ruins the fun for me. No, I just can't do the online thing anymore. I don't like relying on other people for my personal enjoyment. What do I need? The novel, the pipe, the pen. No, there's no poker game going on right now. All right, I can't get. Oh yeah, sorry everybody. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw up a heads up that it's gonna get real boring for like 2 minutes as I do camp chores. They're not 100% necessary in the game, which is super great. Hey, Molly, you mind not being a cunt? No? Can't even talk to her? Okay. But yeah, it's gonna get boring for a minute or two as I carry hay bales and carry sacks of grain to the camp kitchen. But that's the reason I don't play many online games anymore, is I don't have a lot of fun with other people. I don't like, because as much as you can say winning isn't everything, if you're playing competitively, well, fucking yeah, right it is. Like, I don't like football, but if I played football and I lost because my teammates suck, I'd kill my teammates. I'd stab them like 37 times in the face with an ancient Mesopotamian sacrificial dagger. I added the extraneous details for the points of making it hyperbolic and ludicrous. But yeah, no, winning isn't everything. But if you're playing against somebody else, then yeah, kind of, sort of, winning is everything. It's the reason you do things competitively. Or even, you know, if you only consider pro gaming competitive gaming, then I have to disagree with that. Because yeah, just playing local multiplayer, even if they're, you know, there's nothing at stake, but it is still a competition. I want to prove that I'm better than you, and if I'm the best person on a given team and lose because my team sucks dick, then yeah, fuck that. Nah, man. I am the best player. Why don't I get a giant golden star because I got more kills and fewer deaths than everybody else? And they kind of they threw that in with I can't. It had to be one of the Black Ops, but they threw in that like mother of all MOAB thing where if you got like 25 kills and 0 deaths, you just ended the match because your dick is real big. And that's a cute enough idea, but the problem with that is that kind of thing immediately attracts exploitation. You'll you'll start playing, and you'll tell your friend to start playing, and you'll try and get in the same lobby, and he will join. Hopefully he will end up on the enemy team, and then you can fake that kind of thing. But if I'm consistently doing the best out of the best on either team, well then, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get competitive. And I'm gonna antagonize him, because as much as I like Kieran, it's fine. It doesn't matter. He'll be alright. I guarantee he'll do the best out of any of us, he says, sarcastically.
It seems the cat has got our friend here's tongue. I was thinking Mr. Williamson could have a word.
You ready to talk, boy?
I told you, mister. I told all of you. I don't know nothing, okay? They ain't no friends of mine. I just been riding with them for a while.
Horseshit. You see, we heard that part, so how about you tell the truth? That's what you want me to do.
Hurt him, so the next time he opens his mouth, it is to tell us what is going on. Who am I kidding? One of O'Driscoll's boys couldn't open his mouth, but he'd tell a lie. Screw it. Let's just have some fun. Geld him.
Yeah! What's he doing? Where's he going?
Shouldn't have left my water bottle in the other room, because I am super parched. I'm gonna polish off this mission, and then I'll probably take a minute or two break. Do some biological stuff. And I'm gonna pack a bunch of black tar heroin into my keister, and other sarcastic things that I do to avoid telling people what I'm actually going to be doing on my break. But I'm going to go figure out where I left my water bottle. And honestly, I've been streaming given my Dark Souls stream just before this one, and this one's been running for nearly an hour. I'm going to like brush my teeth and stretch my legs. And why did I get up? The game took me off my horse and then told me to mount my... Get on the horse. Get on the fucking horse, Arthur. Get on the goddamn horse. Get... I don't have words to express how angry that made me. But yeah, I'm gonna polish off this mission, and then I'm gonna like track down my water bottle and refill my tea glass, and probably excrete all of my fluid waste, and honestly brush my teeth, because I don't know about the rest of you, but I brush my teeth like 4 times a day, because I drink a lot of very sweet tea. I'm a southerner, which means that when people say sweet tea, I say, yeah, bring me a glass of your sweet tea and 4 packs of sugar, and make sure the tea is lukewarm. But currently, it feels like all of my teeth are covered in I don't want to say astroturf, because astroturf doesn't have much of a texture. It's a very smooth, flat surface, but it feels like some kind of foam. So, some kind of like crafting foam that's ever so slightly spongy. Hey, how's it going, John? But yeah, no, my teeth aren't great right now, and I try and maintain my dental health despite all of my bad habits. But yeah, once I polish off this mission, I'm gonna take a little break.
Well, when you was having a failure of reason, hiding behind your woman, we were getting shot at.
And I'd do the same for you, if you was in a bad way.
I hope so. But I fear you don't know how to help anyone. Except in yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna...
If this is how he treats his friends, imagine what he does.
Sorry for that cough. I had a bit of a fit there. I'm gonna go ahead and chuck out a spoiler warning. John Marston dies at the end of this game. If you don't understand why I said that, then, well, you'll figure it out one day. Actually, you probably won't, because it's hard to go back and play older games. But yeah, John Marston's dead at the end of this game. Big spoilers. Also big jokes. But god damn, every time I look at this game, it looks so good, because it's hard to make a... let me think a moment on how I want to phrase this. Sky blue is a difficult color to capture. It's It's a thing I read in a book a long time ago where it doesn't matter how good the sky looks, but if you attempt to recreate how the sky looks, it always looks intentionally artificial. But this one's really good because it's like that is sky blue and the clouds all look more or less natural, and there's the proper gradient between where the horizon is and looking straight, or as straight up as I can look from the horse. This game's beautiful. God, it's all so good. Fucking let me see if I can get a glance at some horse balls. Hey, Brown Bill, or whatever Bill's horse's name is. Let me get a gander at them fucking danglers. Come on. You might be able to see them from there. I can't, but I'm also like 3/4 blind. Oh, my rifle. And I want my bow. No. There we go. Everything's perfect.
Okay by me.
With you, Morgan.
All right then.
I like Bill. For anybody who played Red Dead Redemption 1, like, Bill gets a bad rap, I think, in this game, but I can sympathize with a lot of what Bill's talking. He's not a good guy. Nobody in this game is a good guy. We're all lying, thieving, murdering, bad people. But Bill, I can sympathize with all of Bill's points. There are several points in the game where he's like, oh, if I make a mistake, I'm a stupid piece of fucking human garbage. But if you make a mistake, it's all fine. And that's kind of the way it plays out in the game. Is like, Bill just gets shit on all the motherfucking time. But he's no dumber nor worse than anybody else in the game. And God, I forgot how long this mission was. I really want to fucking pee and brush my teeth.
Come on. It'd be suicide. You'll die, boy. But you'll lose your balls first. Jesus Christ. Just over the ridge.
But this game very well exemplifies what Rockstar does best. Rockstar does like character-driven drama very well. That I think the worst character story that Rockstar has ever done was actually GTA 5, and that's only because they tried to split it between 3 protagonists in the same story.
Over there. Someone's coming.
I just felt like there was a lack of closure for any of their stories properly. There were too many threads left hanging. Because, like, if GTA 5 was purely Franklin's story, we'd have seen a lot more about Tanisha. Because the Tanisha thing never gets resolved. Yeah, you get those, fucking text message or email things with her. I have literally never sent Bill to do that. Honestly, in any of the choices you have of what course of action to take, I always send Arthur ahead just because, oh, sorry for nudging the mic there, everybody. 0 out of 10, never watch my streams again. But back to what I was saying. If GTA 5 was Franklin's story, we'd have seen a lot more about Tanisha. Oh, I should have waited until he fucking stopped speaking. Holy shit, I actually pulled that off. I didn't think that was going to work that way. Anyway, but yeah, we'd have gotten the Tanisha resolution. If it was all Micah, or not Micah, oh shit, my bad, but Michael's story, we'd have gotten some kind of family resolution. We'd have seen how we play out those family issues that Michael has. And if it was Trevor's story, we'd have gotten some more stuff about his gang proper. You know, I think one of the special conditions for capping out this mission.
Wait on my mark. I'm gonna take a look at these boys.
Okay, maybe this is how this is supposed to work. Never actually paid a lot of attention to how this quest is supposed to play out. Oops, I missed. Oh, fuck you, that bull blocked an entire bullet. Get off my dick. Pop, pop, watching human beings drop, he says, as a very white human being. No, man, gonna have to edit that out of the VOD. Shit all over my dick. What? What? No, 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 face that guy who's right next to you. No. But back to what I'm sorry, I got distracted with the shoot bangs and the violence. But I've always thought that Rockstar does a very good job with like character-driven dramas. You know, not Rockstar, but GTA 5 or 4. Shit, motherfucker. One day I'll get the words that come out of my mouth to correlate with what I'm actually trying to talk about. But GTA 4 did a really good job with Nico Bellic, you know, an Eastern European gangster who's trying his best to assimilate to Western society, but gets pulled back into the whole gangster thing. That's fine. Yeah, well then fine, fuck it, Bill. You can go check that goddamn cabin, please do. But GTA 5 was just too split, and I'm very glad that they decided to go with a more focused approach to this one. I felt like if they'd have tried to split it up between multiple gang members, it would have fallen in